efficient beginning to starting 11. How about that?
Yeah, hello everyone, and welcome back to Starting 11 here on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel, part of the Let's Get Ready network. I'm Adelia, that's my buddy Snark. We both have been traveling,
Yeah.
and I'm very tired. I just got back this morning. So, I don't know when you got back, but you saw much more of the soccer than I did.
Yeah. Well, it helps that the Chelsea game started at 7:30, and since I was on the East Coast, so I gained an hour.
Mhm.
And it was also before I headed out to the bar because I was in an all inclusive and stuff like that. So it was probably the healthiest 2 hours my liver had over the last week. So congratulations for that. And a fine result for your favorite club in mine, Chelsea. They defeat Burnley. Now, I don't know how many times I've said on the show. I don't know what gives with announcers for the Premier League
Yeah.
dogging Chelsea all the time.
Mhm.
Let's get this right out the bat. Burnley had a good first 15 minutes.
Okay.
They had, I think, in the 20th minute, they had a shot go on target.
Oh,
Congratulations to them for that.
yeah.
But when Neto scores in the 37th minute from Gittins, they're saying it's against the run of play. Against the run of
Mhm.
play. Chelsea just had the ball all the time, had passes, had chances. But because Burnley did one thing almost well, Chelsea's chasing the play after that. Ridiculous, ridiculous stuff. So Chelsea have a 1-0 lead into the half, second half. Oh, here comes Burnley. Here comes Burnley at the turf more. No, they didn't do anything. Again, one other shot on target for them in the whole game. They had two. Ridiculous. Enzo Fernandez will get a goal. Enzo Fernandez and Neto each lead the club with 4 goals,
Okay.
which doesn't sound great. But when
No.
you consider Cole Palmer's hardly played at all,
Yeah.
they get a striker in Liam Delap. Misses the first, what was it, 10 weeks of the season. Then gets a red card. And the one start he has, he doesn't look great until today. Well, he didn't start today. He comes on as a sub, but scores against Barcelona. That's
Yeah,
going to
you
be
guys had a good day today.
it's going to be a nice boost for the kid and the squad, I'm sure. Take care
Mhm.
of it. Well, it was a 10-man Barcelona squad that was chasing the game up until then, too. There's a reason why he got 2 yellows, fellas.
Yeah.
Chelsea was taking it to him. And then Esteval. Come on. Barcelona wishing they had those levers to pull, but they didn't. Too bad for them. So, anyways, yeah, so Chelsea went 2-0. It wasn't
Okay.
ever a problem. Another clean sheet for Sanchez. Yeah, sorry, that goal by Fernandez. Mark Gue comes on late, and he's the one who actually does the play, driving to the touchline. 3 defenders drop to the net with the keeper, and they just
Mhm.
leave Enzo wide open in front. So it's an easy pass there by Gue. Good heads up play by him to sucker everybody in to find Enzo. That's the kind of stuff that wins football matches, not just against Burnley.
Yeah.
It's not like we're gonna have a parade. You know, in
Ferris
Chelsea.
has a question for you in the chat.
Oh boy,
Where is the tan, Rob? I thought you went on vacay.
I am a Scottish person, a Scottish Canadian. This is as tan as I can get without just being sunburned, which I do have sunburns. But yeah, 50 SPF at all times. It takes literally seconds for me to burn in the sun. It hates me, and it always has and always will. So there you
Yeah.
go. I got my arm's a little bit darker than some parts, but
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, I've never been able to tan. Been able to sunburn quite well. So if the look of like purple ever gets in fashion, with so much pain that I had to take steroids to recover from it, yes, then I'll be looking
F-
pretty good.
Ferris says, "Wow, blaming the lineage."
My dad gets can sunburn so bad he'll get a blue rash on his
Ooh.
skin. Yeah, he gets it worse than me. So there you go. Yes. Oh, sorry. Chelsea, very lucky to beat
Apparently
Burnley.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So they moved into second spot. They were 3 points behind Arsenal. They had the 1 point more than City, who had to play because it was the beginning of the week. Felt good not having to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I bet.
Yeah, I got a whole extra hour of sleep.
Yeah.
And Burnley's going to finish the week down in 19th. Burnley, the one promoted squad, I thought, these guys are going to make it.
No.
I think things are starting to settle in, but now, what? There's still squads that are dropping. There's still squads.
There's still a very close battle at the bottom, but like
Yes.
Wolves will get to Wolves, but Wolves look done already. But yeah.
Yeah.
We should establish that this is a Snark basically tells me what happened this weekend show because I didn't see any of it. I was working all weekend.
Right. Snark tells Adelia stories, and all of which are going to be true. Now, moving on to
They
the
better be. You better not lie to me.
North London Derby time. I don't know. I guess you're probably not too interested in this,
I'm very
but
interested in this. I
yes,
have heard nothing about this game other than we won and Eze scored a hat trick.
yeah. And make no mistake, it's a well-deserved win. Uh, Now, with Eze getting the hat trick, there's one little maybe sticking point. So, anyways, this is the match that everybody remembers that Eze is a real quality player
Mm-hmm.
until he disappears into the background again for a few weeks. He'll show up with a brace against someone out of nowhere and then fall back and stuff. That's just how Eze plays. We all know it. So, this is a huge, of course, match for him. Spoiler, he gets the hat trick in this one. Especially, I guess, a little nicer for him, considering how close he was to joining Spurs
Yeah.
in the season, stuff like that. Like to show him up a little bit. Of course, it's him that denied Spurs. It's not like
Mhm.
it's not like Spurs said no, we can't have him. Spurs wanted
Yeah.
him. He said no, and he's still doing this to them. It's pretty rotten thing to do.
I'm
Uh,
still getting TikToks in my feed of Spurs fans being all upset because Eze called Arsenal and we hijacked the deal. It's
yeah,
a delight every time one of them shows up in my feed.
yeah, and they get stuck with Matisse Tell and all these
Yeah,
other
that's
guys now.
working out well for him.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. The note I had at the end of my notes here and stuff like that. They're playing Ange ball. They're just playing Ange Postacoglu ball right now.
Yeah.
There's zero attack, none. There's no attack. What are they
Yeah.
doing?
I
They don't
don't know what they're
defend well.
doing.
Why
Like
aren't you going? Like, I get not having the high line. The high line can get beat so bad.
the
We've
one
been
thing
shown
I will
before, but
say is when they hired Thomas Frank, I was like, okay, well, at least at Brentford, he's proven that they can play well in the Premier League, his
right.
teams.
Yep.
But like
Not
Spurs just
talent.
like zaps all of that out of whoever they appoint as the manager, and then they play like this,
Yeah.
which I'm
Terrible.
never going to complain about.
Don't know.
Spurs being terrible, I'm never going to complain about it. But
They are looking more on the side that just beat promotion last year these days than that team that was top three at the
yeah,
beginning of the year. First goal from your little buddy Leo Trossard. Uh, it was a good. He had a good knifing play in. That part's great. The finish, let's had something to desire to it. A little awkward looking, but beats Vicario. Vicario, mind you, not the reason that game was 4-1. It's the reason the game wasn't 8-1 or 9-1
okay,
because Arsenal were letting him have it, but he made some good saves.
yeah.
So he's the only person that turned up for
I
Spurs at
feel
all.
like it's that way a lot with Spurs.
He,
It's like
it,
they lost 3-0 or whatever, but the reason it wasn't like 7-0 is Vicario.
yeah, they bring in the players and they look like the squad should be better. It should be better, but they'll always be Spurs, no matter who you bring
Yeah.
in. So, as he's going to get his first goal here before the half ends, and this is the one that's maybe a little controversial, and he's going to do well. He finds space in the middle of the box,
Okay.
turns to shoot. Good job. Problem is, Saka, Zubamendi, and Trossard are all in an offside position, all of which in front of Vicario, who isn't Donnarumma.
Yeah.
So there's a very good case to say there's no way he could see that ball. And the first thing he does is like, I couldn't get around these guys. So I,
No VAR
I
check or
get it. I
anything?
get no. Well, I think no. I don't know. I don't think they even checked it. I don't think they even bothered to check. I'm sure
That's
they looking
surprising.
clear and stuff like that. They don't
They
stop. They didn't
love to
stop the
check
game or anything
everything.
like that.
I'm really surprised if they didn't check that, but
Yeah, it's just Spurs. You know what I mean? They know what they're
yeah.
doing at Stockley Park. Why are we helping Spurs? They don't even want to help themselves. So yeah, so I could see why Virgil van Dijk would be a little upset with McAllister just ducking to get out of the way of a guy who's like two of him,
Mhm.
and then them saying that McAllister was in the way. Now I could say that your guys were a little further out, but still it means that you blocked the ball before, like coming off his boot.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the goal. It didn't matter because he's going to score
Yeah.
two on the other side. But so he'll score the third
Mhm.
goal. I think this was the 46th minute. It was just after play begins again, second half. Then Spurs score their goal. Spurs had not had a shot on target yet. Their first shot on target comes from midfield because Zubamendi gets the ball nicked away from him by João Palhinha, and
Okay.
it goes to Richarlison, and bang bang. For some reason, David Riot was playing way up, and that ball just went soaring, soaring, soaring. Riot jumps, and even with his length, couldn't get to it. It gets in the net. Maybe that's Spurs' problem. They're not taking enough shots
They're
from
not trying to
midfield.
score from the middle of the pitch.
Right. They should be trying more from midfield or possibly their own end.
Good luck
Take
with
it,
that.
take them by surprise. Take them
I
by
mean, we
surprise
have
because
seen a
the
number of
full on
goals
thing doesn't
already
work.
this year, not necessarily in the Premier League, some in the lower leagues, of people taking advantage of goalkeepers being way off their line. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Caicedo scored a goal. I remember a real nice one. I think last year with it. Now, yeah. So the game, like, you're gonna get as another one for the hat trick. This whole game, Spurs are like that meme. You know that meme with the stick drawing or whatever and the girl with the stick it says, "Come on, do something."
Yeah.
That's Spurs. They're not doing anything. It's crazy to watch them with the ball. They're not moving it. Like
Yeah.
they don't play together. Like if you watched it, yeah. Well, now to be fair, Arsenal is pretty good defensively. I think
I
famously,
would say so.
but still, these guys are not linking up at all. They're leaving themselves isolated and on islands and stuff like that. They're their own worst enemies, the Spurs. Well, maybe besides Arsenal fans, maybe some
Yeah.
Chelsea fans and West Ham fans too.
Yeah. This was our first game without Gabriel, who got injured on the international break.
Hmm.
He's out 1 to 2 months.
Yeah,
Um, and Michael Oliver refereed this game, but apparently didn't matter
Michael Oliver only really cares when it's
when it's
City.
City. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The expected goal rate for Spurs in this one was a .07.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they did nothing. Nothing. So Arsenal's now opens a 6 point lead. The top of the table. I guess it could have been closer if City had done well. We're going to talk about them in a little bit. And also, it means that Chelsea and Arsenal are top two in the Premier League with a big matchup coming up this weekend. Uh,
Mhm.
now,
The starting 11 derby is this weekend.
Chelsea usually gets to this point. At least last year, a couple years, they'll look competing. They'll look like, oh, they got it, they're getting it, and then get to this point where they're second, they have all the momentum, and the floor drops out. So this is what and this has always happened. Like the years that we weren't winning, when we had the big guys, when we had Terry and we had Lamps and stuff like that.
Mhm.
December is a tough month traditionally for Chelsea. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's nice to see some success. And then, of course, the Barcelona game today. That's something that
Yeah.
those kids can hang their hats on.
Was that in London or Barcelona?
That was at the that was at the bridge. That was at the bridge. Barcelona wearing those ridiculous third kits of theirs with the tan and stuff like that doesn't look like Barcelona to
Oh,
me.
yeah. I don't like those cats.
But there was no disgrace moments or anything like that, so it was fine. It was fine. Okay,
That's good.
let's get on to all the ham and eggers that also occupy the league.
Okay.
Bournemouth and West Ham. West Ham, Callum Wilson has a first half brace. It gets it wiped out by 2 late goals from the Cherries. Bournemouth down 2 at the half with 73% of the ball. They had the ball the entire time. I have no idea how West Ham found the opportunity to score. Never mind, score twice. And they're only 2 shots of the half as well. But second half, their first comes from the spot. Evan Nilsson's in the box. He has the ball, looking good. Max Kilman comes in with I don't know if it's a late or an early slide. I guess it's early. He's sliding through. He doesn't make contact at all with Evan Nilsson.
Mm-hmm.
What he does do is take his hand and swipe the ball away. It's the most
Well, you
ridiculous thing
can't do that.
I've ever seen. No, he's playing a little volleyball there on the pitch. It's an easy call for the official to put Marcus Tavernier at the spot. He's going to score, make it 2-1, and in the 81st minutes, it's Enes Unai getting found in the box. It's an absolute fantastic pass by Marcos Senesi. Just straight, lots of power, good run. He's going to finish it. They're going to share the spoils of a point each, I guess. So it's maybe a little disappointing for Nuno as he had a 2-goal lead going into that. But
Yeah.
point's a point. Point's a
Point is a
point.
point.
Yeah, and considering the amount of points that they were missing out on earlier in the
Yeah.
season, it's nice for him, I'm sure, to get whatever he can get. The West Ham now temporarily climb out of safety. They're in 17th. And say temporarily, they're going to finish in 17th. But who knows what happens next week? Everybody is so bottled in from 15th down. I think it's 3 points,
Yeah.
except for Wolves, who have no chance at
Yeah.
all. Yeah,
No chance
Bournemouth.
at all. Yeah.
Bournemouth are in 8th spot. Just
Bournemouth
ridiculous.
are doing good. They had a good start to the season. I feel like they're cooling off a little bit,
Still
but
top 10.
they're still top 10. Much
Much
better.
better than the champs. Much better than the champs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a sec. So, Brighton 2,
Mm-hmm.
Brentford 1. It's 2 late goals at the Amex for the home side to decide this one. 27th minute first, though. Carlos Baliba slides early on Dango Ouattara in the box. Ouattara, of course, because whenever you slide early, you know the guy with the ball is going to take his time, drag a leg, pick
Mm-hmm.
up the soft call. And that's exactly what he did. It's, I guess, you want to drop to the ground early in the box. You're at risk of doing that. You better make a good tackle, and he does not. So they're going to put Igor Thiago on the spot. He converts 9 goals for Igor Thiago. What
That
in the
seems
world
like
is
a lot.
happening? Yes, incredibly. Now, as the Bees has only shot that half. So, second half, it's Danny Welbeck, who had a pretty good opportunity before. I think he went off the post, if I remember right. But he's set up wonderfully by Minte from outside the box and in directly to his boot, through the air, and a one-timer to his boot, who had barely had to move for it to hit the net. Nice goal for Danny Welbeck, but the cross is the star of that one. And in the 84th minute, it's Minte again. This time he's taking a shot, but deflects off a defender to Jack Hinchelwood. It takes a slow shot. It takes a shot, and they're saying, oh, it speeds up. No, it takes like 2 bounces. It doesn't speed up. If
Okay.
anything, it's slowing down. But it
Yeah.
still ends up beating Kelleher for the winner. One of the more
Wow.
awful things you'll ever see. Brighton goes to 16th. Brentford fall to 13th. That's about right.
Yeah.
Brentford in 13th is about right. Brighton at 6th, though. I don't know about that. Well, we'll see. Now, I want to talk about disappointing results, disappointing performance. Fulham wins at home against Sunderland. The
Yeah.
yeah, the Black Cats, allow an 84th minute winner from Raul Jimenez. It's a real nice cross from Sam Chukwueze to score it. The problem was the way they lost. They were dominated. Sunderland proved they had nothing in this at all. It's crazy. The total shots 24-4 for Fulham. What was
Hmm.
Sunderland doing? Fulham had lost 5 of their last 6 going into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shots on were 6-2. So yeah, they're 3 points clear of safety now, but like I said, they're in 15th spot. So everybody's kind of bunched up there. It could be, again, more exciting to see who can go than who's going to go to Europe and stuff like that this year. Sunderland, after that nice hot start they had, down to 7th now. Still good.
Still good. Still really good for where they want to be. They're on 19 points, which is like halfway to. They say 40 points, you're pretty much guaranteed safety. So
Yeah.
I don't think the relegation is going to be a problem for them
No.
unless they just start shitting the bed every week. But
Well, at this point, they're going to have to start doing worse than Leeds and
yeah,
Burnley. Wolves has already secured
yeah.
relegation. Wolverhampton will not be in the Premier League next
I
year.
will be utterly shocked if Wolves turn this around and somehow manage to stay up because they're only 9 points from safety right now. It's not unheard of,
Yeah,
but they
but
haven't won a game yet.
they're
They have to
terrible.
win a game.
Yeah,
They're absolutely terrible. I'm not disagreeing.
yeah,
But
and they
I
have
think
good players. They have good players.
yeah, they have good players. I think Sunderland are safe for now. Like I
Yeah,
said, if they start putting in terrible performances or they get a key injury and it just all falls apart or something, that would change things.
yeah,
But I think their focus is going to be on staying up still. Like I don't even think with where they're at in the table they're like focused on like trying to secure a European place. Like if they're still in 7th and there's like 6 weeks to go, then I could see that.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they're done. Now, I want to talk about a team that was in a relegation spot, no longer, because they went over to the home of the champions, to vaunted Anfield.
You put this in our Discord, which by the way, you can join our Discord. There's a link in the description, or if you're watching on Twitch, it's !Discord to get the link. I was shocked when you said this was happening. But like
Yeah,
even though Liverpool have been bad this year and they have been bad, I was still shocked to hear you say that Forest were like destroying them
they
at
were battering
Anfield.
them. Yeah, they had. I think that they sometime during the match. I think they said this is the first time Forest will win 2 games back to back in at Anfield in 60 years.
That's
They won there
crazy.
last year. It was the first time they had won there, and I think they said 42 years or something like that. That's crazy. Yeah, Liverpool falling to absolute pieces, getting slapped around at home. They even had 75% of the ball. This is why it's unless you
Possession
have
doesn't matter.
the players that Pep had, this
Yeah.
whole Pep ball isn't going to work. You
Yeah.
have to have the right players. Plus, you have to be able to pass the ball.
Yes.
Everybody they have on Liverpool wants to score. Everybody. So they're not giving up the ball.
They took a team from last year that had really great chemistry with each other
Yeah,
and just tore it up and brought in a bunch of new players who don't have that chemistry. And I
yeah.
still am wondering why they did all this.
Like, would you rather have Diaz or Wirtz right now? Crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just doing things because he can. Because he never got to do it, I guess, maybe over in the Netherlands or wherever. I think it was in the Netherlands he was in. And then, yeah, he gets success with Klopp's kids. And this is now look what I can do with all these guys. Just
Yeah, it
ruins it.
just
Ruins
ruined
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Mind you, I do love it quite a bit. Okay, so yes,
Tell me about the game.
Forest were way more efficient with the ball.
Mhm.
Yeah, because of course Liverpool had 21 shots at it, only got 4 on. Forest had 15 shots at it, got 7 on. So they're making Allison do much more work. One of those shots come from a 33rd minute corner. The ball drops to Murillo. When it drops to him, there's 8 defenders and Allison in front of him and the goal, and still finds a way. This is how little the defense is doing in front of goal, even though they're dropping all back. Like you can, it's fine just dropping back, but your pylons. You're just a
Yeah.
pylon. Does nothing. Murillo scores, and it wasn't even like a cracker of a shot. He just found a spot, put it in there. Congratulations to
Mhm.
him. Nicolo Savonia is going to score as well as the second half starts. He makes it 2-0. And then in the 78th, it's Morgan Gibbs White. He's finally forgiven the owner, it seems, and starting to
I
produce
don't
goals.
know how he has forgiven Marinakis, but
Well, he
sure.
may not have, but he's actually producing now and stuff like that. So he's going to put home an Omari
He
Hutchinson rebound.
he must just have realized, like, I'm stuck here, at least for the season, so
Oh,
might
at
as
least for
well.
the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he goes after that. As
No, I
so,
know, I'm just saying, like, at least for the season, he's stuck there, so he
yep,
might as well make the most of it.
that's right. And he isn't like Mark Gay, who he's probably going to find someplace else. But he wants Spain, though. I don't. We'll talk about Palestine.
Yeah.
Liverpool now lost 6 of their last 7 in the league. 2 funny. They're in 12th spot still somehow. No draws for Liverpool, which I always find kind of interesting. Forest is now
Yeah,
16th.
that is weird.
Yeah, they've looked much better through this 3-game run of theirs. Congratulations to the squad. So there you go.
I, forget who
Maybe
they
it was right
appointed
getting
their
rid of Nuno.
manager. Who is their Force manager now?
Isn't it Sean Dyche?
Oh, yeah. See, this is what Sean Dyche does,
Yeah,
is he
comes in
comes
and fixes
in,
teams for a year.
fixes teams for a year, gets them to stay up, and then it all just sort of falls apart the next year.
Yep.
Like, I don't think
All
he's like
right.
some savior that's gonna bring Forest back to Europe or anything. Liverpool, I noticed, have a negative goal difference now.
Yeah, they're terrible defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
do
like I
not
said, 8
understand what they
guys
did.
standing there watching everything happen around them. It was crazy. There was nobody at Murillo. There was nobody pressuring him.
Yeah, Ferris, it's Sean
Dyche.
Dyche at Forest. But,
Andrew
yeah.
Dyche Clay. Now, as bad as Liverpool is,
Mhm.
it warms, I think, all of our hearts, really.
It does.
Especially coming into your Thanksgiving season, you get family together, friends.
Yep.
Turkey, stuffing,
Not in my
Liverpool,
house this year, but yes.
Liverpool in poor form. Is there anything
Liverpool
more
in poor
holidays
form.
than that?
I
Anything more
mean,
holidays
I
than that?
I thoroughly enjoy it. Liverpool and Spurs in poor form, even better.
Yep, not too bad. So this team's worse. It's Wolves. They
Wolves,
were
yeah.
taking on Palace, and there's a zero surprise that they lose at the Molyneux. Palace had to wait 63 minutes to score, though. They get it from a corner that's eventually going to get played into a crowd in front. Eventually, it's going to fall to Daniel Munoz, who scores. Just poor clearance. Guys running around like chickens. Not great. It's 6 minutes later, and Jeremy Pino curls a lovely shot in from outside the box. Again, he's just taking advantage of terrible defending.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can have guys that are supposed to score and stuff like that, which is fine. Stopping goals from coming in, I think, is probably the best thing you can do in football. Work your way up from the back. Guys, it's not so difficult.
Yeah.
Pay for a defender. Ridiculous. Wolves are stuck on 2 points. Maybe, Derby County's going to be looking at them and saying, maybe this is the one.
Maybe.
Maybe they'll be the one.
I mean,
Palace are in
12 games
fifth.
in to be winless.
Yeah.
Like, even Southampton had win by this point last year.
Yep.
Like,
You
it's
think it's
pretty.
all Mateus Cunha's fault? He doesn't even play for United right now, out injured again. No
Yeah,
Sesko for them either.
I
We'll talk about
don't
that in a
know
minute.
what to blame this on, because they do have good players at Wolves, but
Yep.
it's like they just have no idea how to play with each other.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This isn't the team like even last year. Like you substitute a couple guys out, sure, of course.
Yeah.
But you still have, I think, most of your core from last year who were much better than this.
Mhm.
This is a team that we were, would always play united well. Maybe get screwed over by a ref or a VAR and stuff like that. But it would compete with
Yeah.
the bigger clubs.
They
But
just can't compete with anyone this
they're
year.
not competing. They're not competing at all.
Yeah.
Okay, enough about Wolverhampton. Some people really hate Wolverhampton. which I always find funny. It's like, why would you bother? Why would
Yeah.
you take up your time? Anyways, Newcastle and City.
This one was surprising to me.
That's a little surprising. Harvey Barnes, the hero for the Toon Nation, I guess you can call him. You know, depending on your point of view, should have had a hat trick
Okay.
or maybe just one goal, depending on your point of view. 45 seconds in, he has a great chance, but he goes to Donnarumma's strong side with his hand. So Donnarumma manages to get over to it to stop it. Walter Mata has some really good chances in close with a header and stuff like that. I just love how the announcers, doing this, being able to do the commentary after things happen. Oh, he should have done this. Oh, he should have done that. It's like, yeah, like the guys that played 30 years ago who drank,
Yeah.
a six pack before the match and had a couple of smokes or whatever, telling these guys how they're supposed to do things. Ridiculous. The game's way different now.
Yeah, it is.
So, anyways, Foden is going to miss a sitter as well for City. Holland kept in check for the most part. Oh, they had one good chance in the first half. Moving on, it's Barnes getting that first one, an absolute beauty in the 63rd. Ruben Diaz is going to equalize at 5 minutes later. Now, 2 minutes after that, all the action taking place in a 10-minute span here in the second half. Harvey Barnes gets the winner, but it's going to take a while for VAR to look at it. They look at a couple of different things. The thing that's I guess the most controversial bit is Walter Matt is going to play the ball over to Emirates, is going to head it over. Where they draw the lines, it looks like, to the eye, because of where the angle is or whatever for the camera, to the eye, it looks like Guimaraes is offside. Looks like his foot's well over. There's a City guy towards the front of the net who's also there. He looks fine. Somehow when they drop the lines through the automated offsides, that animation thing, his elbow's sticking out, which isn't supposed
Okay.
to be a thing.
Yeah.
But they're saying now, it's the animation, like if they actually do it, it would go to the middle of his arm. It's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Pep is a little peeved at this.
I bet.
After the match, he goes after the cameraman.
What does the cameraman have to do with this?
Maybe he wasn't in the exact position or something like that, so they had to rely on angles.
My understanding of the semi-automated
Ridiculous.
offside thing is that there are cameras all around the stadium that set up the virtual thing, and that's how it measures. It's not the cameraman that we get for TV and the angle he's got towards the pitch.
I think Pep was a little upset and just needed to take it out on somebody. Took it out on the most random person ever. I have no idea why he's not being sanctioned for this. It's ridiculous.
Because he's Pep.
Yeah. There's they got in the way with over 115 other things. So why not grabbing a cameraman, lifting his 2 cups so he can yell on him?
I do often wonder if they're going to wait until, like, if Pep really does leave Man City after this season or something, then they'll come out with the results of the charges.
They don't want to tarnish his cheating legacy.
I do wonder.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Anyways, City slips to 3rd, which is a nice thing to always say. Newcastle's in 14th. We got a couple more matches. First one is whatever. It's Leeds losing to Villa despite getting on board first. 8 minutes in at Ellen Road from a set piece. Lucas Nemecha. Now, it's coming from a set piece. A ball comes played up real high. Emi Martinez goes after it, collides with a Leeds player. But the Leeds player played it, so that's fine. It's going to drop down. There's going to be some poor attempts at clearances. One guy decides to clear it into Nemecha's shins, and it goes in. So Leeds get a surprising 1-0 lead, even after VAR looked at it, trying to find offside for whatever reason. I don't know what they were looking for. But, they counted. I guess there was one guy, maybe he could have been close to offside. But anyways, second half, it's Villa again. It's Morgan Rogers finally producing. He gets a brace second half. First one, nice little flick on in the 48th minute. And then he takes an absolutely fantastic free kick in the 75th. Up and over the wall. Amazing how people can control a football like that. Up and down for the winner.
Mm-hmm.
Villa had that terrible start too. And they still, they were looking at Morgan Rogers has 3 goals. Him and Ollie Watkins came into this thing only having 1 goal each heading into
Yeah.
it. Ollie Watkins, what happened to him? Remember when you guys dodged the bullet? Remember how hard Arsenal was going after Ollie Watkins? Pretty lucky.
I do remember. We dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah. Now, so they've only scored 15 goals this year, but they're gonna be sitting 4th place after all is said and done through the week. Leeds are gonna slump into 18th. Things aren't looking good at Ellen Road, and I say let them burn.
Leeds also have Man City this weekend, and after City's loss in the Champions League today, I think they might take out some frustration on Leeds this weekend.
If you're gonna take it out on anybody,
I mean, Leeds is fine.
Take it out on Leeds. I think I'm gonna have that tattooed on me somewhere. My first tattoo. Now, last match. The last match, and I watched it at 36,000 feet. Thank goodness that you have internet on airplanes and stuff like that now. So, and a VPN, so I can watch. I can get the stuff that I paid for, no matter where I was. Now, this match features the most bizarre red card I've seen. Well, that we'll see all year. I'm going to say that right now. That we've seen in the last few years.
Okay. What happened?
Okay. So I'm trying to think back, if there's anything. So 13th minute, United are on the attack. Brian Mbumo with the ball. He gets shoved, I believe, by Michael Keane. He drops down slowly onto the floor. Bruno Fernandes takes a shot. It goes over the net. Okay, no big deal. You see Mbumo get up. You see Fernandes doing his thing that he always does. Everything's exasperating to Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
They start to go to replays, and they say that I can't remember who the ref was right now. It's like he's produced a red. Yeah, he's produced a red card. It's like, what? What did they like? Did somebody say something? Did somebody was that on the Mbumo foul? Did VAR see something? And I had no idea. Then you see Idrissa Gueye. Now Idrissa Gana Gueye.
Tony Harrington was the referee.
Yeah, who was fine. This is a non-hand. He was left in no position, or there's no way he couldn't do this.
Yeah.
So, and also Idrissa Gueye only wants to go by Ghana on the back of his shirt now too. This has just happened. Whatever.
Okay.
I guess he didn't like the way after Mbumo goes down that King didn't run out for some reason to get to Bruno Fernandes. I don't see what the big deal is. The shot goes over and stuff like that. Things happen. He goes over to Michael Keane, says something to him, then slaps him in the face.
Holy shit.
His teammate. So, yeah.
So we have a red card for slapping his teammate.
Yep. 13 minutes in.
Yeah, that's definitely the weirdest red card we've had in a while.
Jordan Pickford's grabbing him. I guess that's Ghana now. Trying to get after him. Still trying to get after him. He won't calm down. They're saying, they're going to do more. They're going to do more. You have to go. You have to go. Other guys coming over, and you see Keane just yelling. I was like, what the hell is that? First thing I thought, he say something racial or something like that to him? That's the first thing that's going to go into my head. What is going to set this guy off like this? No, it's just that he didn't make it out to that Bruno Fernandes strike. Supposedly.
Wow.
Ridiculous. How incensed he was. is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's like he snapped. It's like watching a person have a breakdown in front of, all the old Trafford dummies. You know what I mean? So that's 13 minutes in. They're down to a man. So Everton decides, well, we're just going to take control of the game. Because unlike United, who like to sit and wait for people to make mistakes, Everton decided to take it to them a little bit. And with their only shot on net, Kieran Dewsbury Hall finds some room at the top of the box, curls one into the top corner. It's a 1-0 game after, 29 minutes, I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was before the half-hour mark. United unable to get anything done. I think they get 6 shots on.
There's a shock.
They get 6 shots on in the game, most of which from well outside. The only real chance they have is one from Xerxes in the 80th minute that goes wide. Otherwise, they're just sitting on the ball. They're doing nothing. It's like Spurs. It was crazy. And this is like Amarim's 1-year anniversary game. They're in their best run of form under him right now. And they absolutely bottle a 10-man Everton squad. Too funny. But, they didn't have Cunha or Seshko. Seshko, who that's done nothing. Cunha could have helped. Cunha could have helped with 10 men. Let's be fair. But people get injuries. All the squads get injuries. People adapt. And United didn't. So United going to drop to 10th. They're going to lead Everton, who's in 11th, by 6 points or 6 goals and goal differential. This is David Moyes' first time winning at Old Trafford as a visiting manager.
That's crazy to think about.
It's crazy to think about. Of course, he's got a couple of wins when he was manager.
When he was manager at Old Trafford, but
only a few. Let's get real. There's only a few. The guy handpicked by Sir Alex Ferguson. Yep. So, that's it. That's it for the week. It's nice to see a few of the teams I dislike losing. It's nice to see the team I do like winning.
It sounds like it was kind of a crazy week.
It was good. Yeah. In the sun watching it on a little phone. Could have been better. It could have been better. But one thing when the Arsenal game was going on, where I was, they had this big kind of outside theater thing or whatever.
Oh,
they
had
cool. Arsenal. They had the Arsenal game going for that. So there's lots of Brits at this resort. Tons. Including guys wearing a Arsenal kit and stuff like that. My wife would notice it and say, "Stop, do not." Like I was gonna. Yeah,
that's funny.
So, but they had the games in Spanish, and I would much prefer just to watch every Premier League game with Spanish commentary. It's way more fun. The way they say Zubamendi and start laughing like these guys are having a good time. The Premier League guys are all stuck up snobs. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on to our little sleep wrap. Someone had a DNF.
Someone did not make their picks. That was me.
Yeah.
I had a very last minute trip out to California to do some work for our friends Drew and Eric. And I was working all weekend, and I totally and completely forgot to make my picks in this league. In the NFL Pick'em League, I didn't set my lineup in fantasy football, so it was just a lost week for me.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it was a lost week for me too, because Ferris got 5 right. I only got the 4. Couldn't keep up the form. That saw me get 7 correct the last time I was out. Now moving to now I'm dropped back to 1. Ferris, pretty happy with myself.
I think I didn't make my picks the week before either. I think I made like 1 pick, and that was it.
Well, you went 1 for 1. That's what I saw. The other thing. There's fun.
Yeah. So I have fallen to last place in our predictions, but
the good news is
I'm on behind Ryan, and I'm not that far behind you and Ferris.
Yeah,
it can be made up.
The good news is one of those people in front of you is me, so you never know. You never know.
I
Okay.
have made my picks for this week, though. So let's go through them.
Alrighty. So we got Bournemouth and Everton. Uh, if Everton can keep
No,
up that defensive form, what are we on?
no,
14?
no. We're on match week 13.
Oh, we're on 13. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
the one that says current. Brentford and Burnley are the first ones. I was
Yeah,
about to do my things for. I was about to go over.
you were about to go for the wrong week.
Hmm.
I am going for Brentford.
Brentford at home. Yeah, Burnley doesn't look good. Makes
Hmm.
perfect sense. City and Leeds should be a no-brainer.
Yeah, City, I think, will beat up on Leeds pretty badly. And if they don't, I will
It's
laugh hysterically next week.
yeah at the Etihad. Now this one could be a little more. These teams with the exact same records here and over at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland and Bournemouth.
I'm going draw.
Draw smart, but I'm not. I'm going to take Bournemouth in this one. Maybe Sunderland's faltering too much.
Okay.
Everton and Newcastle. This is at Pill Dickelson Stadium.
I'm going Everton at home.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to pick Newcastle.
Okay.
Riding high off that City win. Spurs and Fulham in, if you can call it a London derby, I guess legally you have to.
I'm going Tottenham because they're at home.
I'm going to say draw on that one.
Okay.
Well, that's a game that nobody wants to win. Crystal Palace at home to Man United.
Palace.
I'm going to pick Palace as well because United. Now,
Yeah.
Aston Villa get 3 easy points against Wolves, I think.
Yep.
That one isn't even worth talking about. Forest at the City Ground against Brighton. An improved Forest squad, but Brighton's been playing well too.
I'm picking Brighton.
I'm going to pick Forest. I think
Okay.
they may be a team in form here. Hammers, Liverpool. This should get Liverpool off the schneid.
It should, yes.
And then finally,
The starting 11
yeah,
derby.
I know you're going to pick Chelsea.
No, I'm
Now,
not.
I'm going to pick Chelsea as well. So you're saying you're picking Chelsea?
I'm picking Arsenal.
Oh, controversially picking her own team against Chelsea. Okay, so that'll do it for us. And this, which match week was this? Match week 12? Match week
This was
12.
match week 12.
In the books.
Yep.
Adelia, what the hell's going on with you in the Let's Get Ready Network universe?
Well, coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing a Steel Conspiracy on this very channel with Suge Knight 323. We are talking about the Steelers, the Broncos coming off their bye week. Suge is still celebrating the Dodgers win in the World Series, and we haven't done a show since they won the World Series, so we're going to talk about it and maybe some other stuff. Who knows? We will see. That's at
Tell him
7
I wish
p.m.
him nothing but ill will.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's at 7 p.m. Pacific on this very channel. Um, and then I don't know what else we're doing for the rest of the week. We do have betting the NFL tomorrow night live at 8 p.m. Pacific on this channel. No MCU Rewatchers Council or Buffy and Angel Rewatchers Council this week over on the post credits channel. So there might be some uploaded videos over there this week, but nothing live on that channel this week. And yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but you can now go to thepostcredits.com to easily get to the post credits channel. You can go to goodfriendsbetterrivals.com to easily get to this channel. And if you would please subscribe to both channels, we'd really appreciate it. It really helps us out. Also, like this video, share this video, comment on this video. That really helps us with the algorithm.
Sure.
And appreciate Ferris for being in the chat. Snark, what you got going on?
Nothing. You guys have Thanksgiving at a wrong time of year. Canadians do it
We
right.
do have Thanksgiving.
Canadians do it right. Get it out of the way in October.
Yeah.
Clear path towards
Well, we're too busy
Christmas time.
celebrating Halloween all month in October.
That's true.
So now we have November is Thanksgiving. It's Hallow Thanksmas. It's all one thing now. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. You wouldn't
There are
know that
folks
there's
that
like
put up their Christmas trees the day after Halloween.
I was at my sister's last
Just
night. She already
ridiculous.
has her Christmas tree up, and I'm just like, It's not December yet. It's not December yet.
When I become overlord, those people will be doing time. I swear to God. I'll be pretty benevolent, except
There's
on that.
been Christmas stuff
No
in stores
forgiveness.
down here since August, so I totally get why people are doing that. But
It's a big
yeah.
time of year. Well, my family had a year-round Christmas store, so yeah, I get it.
Ferris says my sister should be arrested. I don't know about that much, but
In chains.
no.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us. Check out the new credits. By the way, thank you to Danny for the new intro and credits. Appreciate you, Danny, as always. And we will be back next week to talk about match week 13, not 14, of the Premier League.
That's right.